Hey everyone, it is time for a draft. This is again going to be the player drafts. They phased out the computer run drafts, I believe. So we'll be drafting with a pot of real people. I don't know what we'll be drafting today, but I do want to try out a focused black-white life gain deck, among other things. But we'll probably just go with whatever bombs we open. Things that can finish out a game quickly. Ready. Blue-white flyers also seems like a very strong archetype. Oh, okay. I guess if people don't join up, then it just starts a new queue. Interesting. That's the first time I've seen that happen. Exciting content. Alright, we did it. We got 2 mystery seats again waiting to fill. Alright, we did it. Let's draft some Magic the Gatherings. Alright, Mangara, I don't think I have any of yet, and he seems really, really good. Let's see, things that we're passing. The Freebooter is pretty good. Roman Ghostlight, I think, is a very strong card as well. Leafkin Avenger, quite good, but I don't know if people will pick him up early because of the double colors. Finishing Blow, so there's a lot of good black that we can expect people to pick up. Secure the Scene might incentivize someone down the line. It might even... Secure might wheel around. That's not too strong. It is removal, but it's kind of the lower quality removal for white. A lot of good green, though, so I'm expecting people to get into green and black. I think we can cut white pretty solidly. I do like Bazri's Acolyte in that case. I think I want to stay away from this black. Legion's Judgment is okay. I found it actually kind of tricky to get targets for, because a lot of stuff is right at the 3 power for aggressive decks. It always helps kill some of the big bombs like Baneslayer Angel, that sort of thing, or even Colossal Dreadmaw. But it's also failed to kill a lot of important things that have been causing me trouble, especially for like the black-white vampires, life gain stuff. It doesn't kill the Indulging Patrician, so... We'll go Bazri's Acolyte. If we can pick up some more support, we can do a solid creature-based kind of wide board thing. Between these two, I think Daybreak Charger is probably the stronger. Valorous Seed's good, but you can find other good things at that mana cost. Is quite a good bit of beefy 5 and 6 drops. Daybreak Charger is a pretty scary addition to an aggressive deck. Alright, so there's the Shrines. Shrines could be fun and limited if you can draft them, but we're gonna stay away from that today. So I've got Secure the Scene and Gale Swoop are good. Blood Glutton is in that black that we're trying to stay out of. Looks like red might be a choice for us. Sure Strike and Goblin Arsonist are both good, but we're gonna stick with white for now. Gale Swoop's just a solid evasive beater If we're playing with Basri's Acolyte, it's quite good to go with that as well. It's not quite a Patagia Tiger, though. Lacks that toughness and boost to the attack on the recipient creature. But it does hit non-humans, that's nice. Pink pants. Alright. Okay, Griffin Airy is fun. I think it's bad for our deck. I think it'll be good in draft, though. It might not be too late to take it and just go in on that. We are in white. We've got a bit of lifelink. Not enough. This has got to be 3 life or more. It's either that or the Concordia Pegasus. We see a bit of green still here. Rousing Reed is... okay. Alright. I have determined that blue will be open if Rousing Reed is still here. We're going to take another Acolyte for consistency's sake. Alright, so we're looking to fill out with some good, solid 2 and 3 drops with high toughness, I think, for the Acolyte here. And then we'll pick up some blue flyers as well. And those Celestial Enforcers, I think they are. The 2/3 for 3. Those are good with Basri's Acolytes and Flyers both. Becoming a 3/4 is a really good body, I think, for this format. So I like the Valorous Steed here, but I also want to start getting our Woe-End going. Fairy's Protege is that same 2/3 for 3 body. Or the Pegasus becomes a 2/4. I want to get the flying in, because I think we can probably pick up some Celestial Enforcers. And if that's the case, if we are doing blue-white, then we might get a lot more flying support as well. So we did get the Secure the Scene, but we also got a Roaming Ghostlight, which is incredible. So yeah, blue has to be open if all of this is... all these 2 cards that are commons have made it this far. I could be wrong. Blue might not be open, but I am going to conclude that it is. Spine Megalodon did wreck me earlier. I don't know if that's what this deck wants. But it's pretty good. I don't know. Gotta make a choice. We'll go with the Spined Megalodon. I'm gonna take inventories just to see how many we can get. If we can get 3, then I'll play them. I'll put Revitalize on the sideboard. Secure the Scene. Tome. This could be good. Tome Anima works well with Revitalize as well, interestingly. Put that mountain in the sideboard. Alright, we got Idol of Endurance, another Griffin Airy, another Acolyte. I mean, this is the consistency here. Oh, it's a cat. That is a very, like, small-sounding cat for a humanoid. I would expect it to have larger lungs. If we get a Basri's Lieutenant, this deck's going to be insane. And with these 3, I kind of do want to get rid of this Spined Megalodon. It's too expensive. I want more density down here. I don't even know if I'll be playing Secure the Scene. We'll leave it in for now. With how many Griffin Aeries we found already, I do want to do a draft specifically to go for those. There's another Bazir's Acolyte. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to go for the Spark Hunter. Giving him +1/+1 counters is going to be good too. Makes him an indestructible body that just is more useful. Well, I wonder what a deck with 4 Acolytes would look like. I feel like that's too much. Alright, so we got Gaggle Master, Enforcer, Staunch Shieldmate. The Shieldmate's almost where it is right now. I'll go with the Enforcer. Being able to tap down creatures has been quite good so far. It is a little slow. Paying 2 mana is always feels like a little too much for tap on a creature, but it usually doesn't feel like too much when you're getting attacked by like a 6/6, so that's fine. I see this Feat of Resistance, but I don't think I care about one creature very much in this. I think I'd rather have Wide. I probably should have picked up that Capture Sphere instead. I would like a not Celestial Enforcer, Chorister, the 1/1 lifelinker. I would like a couple of those to put counters on. Lifelink will get us pretty far here, I think. I guess we're gonna get the Baron. That could be hilarious with Bazir's Acolyte. Bounces one of their creatures as well. Like that seems fine to me. 2/2 this is perfect for our deck. It bounces their creature and is a creature for us to thump. Alright, so I guess the question is, do I want this Staunch Shieldmate? Would I rather pay 1 more for an Arcanist that is going to let me cast like 1 more spell cheaper? I don't think so. I just can't see myself playing a Staunch Shieldmate. I would rather play Unsubstantiate or Secure the Scene. I already have one of those though. I'll take it. I gotta actually commit to low curve at some point, right? Sword's quite good. Wishcoin Crab could be hilarious if it just keeps getting counters. I think Sword's gonna be better than another Staunch Shieldmate though. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got a lot of creatures already actually. They're just all in the expensive slots. Another Ghostlight. Sure. Frost Breath might be good. I don't think I'm going to play it, but I don't think I was going to play any of those. Probably not going to play this Frantic Inventory either at this rate. Yeah, I'm not going to play any of this. Prismite is almost playable. Wow. Okay. So Read the Tides is probably the best thing here. If we've got a bunch of cheap creatures, this is ending the game by returning 3 of their potential blockers. We have 2 of them. Alright, Fabled Passage, Airy. Like, none of this is actually... Oh, no, there's the Chorister. I like the Chorister. Alright, so we've got 1 too many creatures in our deck so far going to pack 3. I gotta take some stuff out too. Let's take out 1 Steed. I want to get my curve lower if possible. Don't really have a lot of card draw, so Tome is not great. Yeah. And probably a shield mate or two. More Alpine Watchdogs would be ideal. Or Daybreak Chargers, to be honest. Although the toughness would be nice. Like a 2-3 for 2 would be good. Or getting those 3-1 that can discard a card to make them indestructible would be good. Nope, not tutelage. Ruined Halo is hilarious in draft because you can just name their big beater and it can't do anything to you for the rest of the game, but it's not great because they can still block with it and get a lot of value from its abilities. I don't think I'm playing Feat of Resistance. Maybe I will. Yeah, no. Alright, Containment Priest, Hide Skimmer, or Gale Swoop. These are tough choices. The Priest fits in our curve and is just a good versatile creature. Tide Skimmer can give us card draw with some flyers, which we have a few. Gale Swoop is better for sudden attacks, but I'll go for the Skimmer over the Swoop for now. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh, I think we have to take Glorious Anthem, right? That's just the best card here. I really want this Vryn Wingmare as well, but without a doubt, we play Glorious Anthem. Our deck is kind of headed in that direction anyways. Elder could be good. I am looking for more good 2-drops. Do I want it over another Celestial Enforcer is a question. Would I like another Larcenist? I think I'd rather take a Larcenist over the Enforcer. Oh, this is tough. We picked some good colors, guys. I don't really have a lot of instants or sorceries, do I? I'm gonna take it, though. Oh, I want that 2-drop. Same thought process. Get rid of the Arcanist. There's another Frantic inventory, but I don't think that's what we're doing. We're aggressive, so Swift Response is actually probably not going to be good for us. It is a very good card, though. I'm going to take the Tranquil Cove. Another Airy. Can't wait to do just the all Aries deck. I don't know if we're playing the Larcenist, but we will attempt. We've got too many cards now by 2. I don't think we're playing Legion's Judgment. Take the other Staunch out. Could use another Concordia Pegasus. Or the 2/1 for 2 that gives a creature flying, the blue flyer. That would be excellent as well. Oh, we got the Containment Priest back. Okay. I think I'm going to take the Larcenist out. Gotta take out some other stuff too. Probably, yeah. Kind of relying on these Read the Tides to close out the game. But we've got a number of flyers as well that can get buffed by Acolytes, so this could be good. Oh man. Oh, those Griffin Aries I'm actually just realizing could be really good because these Acolytes have lifelink. I made a mistake. Dub might actually go in. That's a good card. I don't think so though. I think it just opens up us up to 2-for-1s. Yeah, I probably would have played some of those Aries if I thought about how this would work. Okay. Frosted Breath is like a mini Read the Tides, but I think I just want the big Read the Tides. Could play the Vidalian Arcanists to help us get to Read the Tide level. Right, so we got the correct number of lands. This is actually a fully functional deck. How many creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is a lot of creatures. Have like no removal. I think Feet is actually probably good in this deck. And I say that because if we're going to have a lot of creatures in play, we're going to have to use those creatures in combat in order to stay alive before we can overtake the game. So being able to spend 2 mana to make combat go our way for 1 turn is going to be good. I don't know what to take out, however. Maybe this Elder. We don't really have a lot of... Yeah, if it were just draw a card, that'd be good. We don't really have a lot of instants and sorceries to play to use it to get good attacks in. And finally, I kind of do want this Larcenist because we don't have a lot of draw. And the Larcenist with the sword's actually pretty good. I think it might be better than the Spark Hunter Masticore. Don't get me wrong, Spark Hunter is solid, but having to discard a card I think is too painful. Alright, well this is a kind of a wacky deck. It is not super heavy on the flyers, but it is pretty creature spammy. And it's got a couple of haymakers in there. I'll burn you. Alright. Alright, opponent. Alright. It's a pretty good curve. Containment Priest, Daybreak Charger afterwards, into Basri's Acolyte. Counters on both of them. Or actually probably Mangora first. Mangara. Before the Basri's Acolyte. To get a counter. Going to 3-5 for Mangara is very good. Opponent is considering whether or not they can keep their first hand. Oh, interesting, we've got chess clocks. He mulligans one. Alright, so I'm going to play the Containment Priest. If he doesn't have a 2-drop, then next turn I'll swing in for 5 with the Daybreak Charger, or 4 with the Daybreak Charger pumping the Priest 2. Alright, so he does have a creature, but it is not big enough to trade, so I'm still going to get in with the Containment Priest. Alright, this vessel was clearly there to be recurred later, or it might just be a life linker. He might be aiming to get to 27 life for that priest that taps to make angels. So, hard to say. I'm going to do a small trade here. He doesn't want to go for the trade, so we're going to play Mangara. Mangara will probably eat some removal, a Grasp of Darkness or something. Skeleton Archer. A-okay. So between them, they've got 5, so Mangara actually can't attack if I do this. That's too bad. But the Containment Priest can swing in. And if he wants to trade, then Mangara will be able to attack after that. Okay, so he's gonna have to play another creature. He does not. So I suspect he's got some sort of combat trick here. Grasp of Darkness, maybe? No? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and draw 3, because we're not really in range to swing for Weasel here. There we go. That gets some gas. You could play that. Okay. That's fine. He is going to get in for combat. It's going to be a hard race for him to win. Okay. We continue to be trading here. I'm just going to go for the tempo play and hope he doesn't have like a board sweeping effect. Replay the cage zombie. It doesn't look good for him. Alright, he's going to eat up my mana by forcing me to activate this. And I'm not going to play the Pegasus in case he's got something strange that can wipe the board. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Victory! Oh, this is best of 3. Okay. It's not the queue I wanted. So I'm going to put in the Secure the Scene because I suspect he's got a couple bombs he's aiming for. From the way his deck was working, it looked like he had some specific combos, and I want to try and be able to address those. He didn't show any signs of removal, which was weird. He was trading his creatures pretty aggressively. He did have some creatures, though. I don't want to go too crazy. Like, I think he was trying to be aggressive. Added in some removal to deal with whatever his deck seems to be focused around. This looks good to me. We need a few creatures going here, but... A Daybreak Charger. Opponent hasn't played anything yet. No flash creature. Okay. Makeshift Battalion. Judging by his gameplay from last game, I don't suspect he will actually... Well, he did trade pretty aggressively, but I think he wants to be attacker-y. But he shouldn't be, so I'm just gonna bounce his creature, because, yeah, he probably would take that trade. And then next turn I can Basri's Acolyte. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this seems really solid. He can trade with one of them. He doesn't. Okay, I think that was going to be a game-ending mistake here, unless he can wipe my board with something. I've just got too much great cards here. Alright, there's the combo. I see. He must have drafted a lot of these Light of Promises. I have really unfortunate news for him. Which is... it doesn't really matter that he has that enchantment, because it's just going back to his hand. Regrettable. So yes, absolutely correct to put in Secure the Scene. He is comboing on some specific cards. And the rest of his deck is probably a bit mediocre. Yeah, he's like, what do I even do with this? Opts not to chump block, which means that this roaming Ghostlight by itself is lethal. He's got a lot of work to do to even remotely stabilize. I don't know of a card that can do it, but I'm sure there's something. He's thinking. So I'll Burn You as playing a life gain deck, not a burn deck, just to clear up the record. Which makes sense with the Zajani's avatar. Alright, he just replays the Battalion. Maybe he's got like a Revitalize. Yeah, we're not blocking that. You can get your damage. So I get a land, I can just read the Tides twice. Okay. I guess he had, I don't know, something, a pump spell. Yeah, Feat of Resistance would have been pretty good for him there. Get 2 health, kill my Ghostlight, chump block. I don't think it would have done anything, but would have been better than nothing. Alright, so we won the first match. What's the prize structure like? Alright, absolutely garbage if we don't win. Win another match. Are these, I wonder, is this like a Swiss, or is it you lose once and you're out? I probably would have drafted a little differently if I realized that we were going to be sideboarding. I'll play first. Wow, this is not a keepable hand. That's not great, but we'll attempt it. Just need to draw some lands. Go Alpine Watchdog. He's pretty good with a Feat of Resistance, actually. Don't get shocked. Alright, we didn't get shocked. Maybe now we'll get shocked. Oh. Alright, well, we don't have anything to do here, so we're going to keep up our Feat of Resistance mana. Alright, you got it. Get that card advantage. Okay, Furious Rise is going to be problematic. Okay, so I could Rousing Reed here. I don't feel like it's great. It does put me out of shock range, but Scorching Dragonfire basically ends this game on me. However, I really desperately need lands. Alright, so we got a Studious Watchdog. Such a good boy. Alright. I want both of these. Get rid of the Tide Skimmer. Actually, I probably should have gotten rid of the Feat of Resistance. The way that this curve looks, I don't think I'm going to actually have open mana for the foreseeable future. That's actually not true. How far can our Squire dog get us? Might actually be able to just finish this whole game. If he goes for removal this turn on the Watchdog. Oh, it's got reach. Okay, that's cool. We'll go with the Ghostlight play this turn. Alright, I think our opponent was just a little too slow. We were able to Voltron up our dog. This guy went from a mere 2-2 to a 4-4 that is going to deal 90% of the damage of this game. Alright, he's going to try and stabilize with that. Alright. So... I think this is just a Basri's Acolyte turn, right? It's got to trade here. I'll get 5 more in. And then maybe I'll Feat of Resistance protection from green. Oh, he goes for the chump block? Does he have something? A 1-mana pump spell? Okay. He does have a 1-mana pump spell. Okay. Nice. I'll give him a nice. We got a Chorister, who's also going to be strong. So he needs to play a red creature and kill the Watchdog here. Yeah, I figured he could kill the Watchdog. But if he doesn't have a red creature, then I think we're good. He didn't play a red creature. So now we're just dodging... Now we're just dodging Shock, basically. Soul Seer. Yeah. 2 damage, so I think... Yeah, I can't pump the Chorister. We'll just go with this. If this resolves, which it looks like it just did, then I think we did it. Okay. I didn't want to get hit by a Soul Seer. He had the mana open for it, so it was a little tricky. Alright, so our opponent has a ton of big creatures. Now I would really love that Rambunctious Mutt. I think the Spark Hunter is going to be pretty... Oh, I just never have the mana for it. Definitely don't want Dub. Definitely want that. And Secure. Alright, what do we take out? I think the Larcenist is probably a liability. The rest of this all looks pretty good. It's got that reach, so flyers are actually kind of not great. But we do have ways of dealing with those. I'm really still not sure about this Spark Hunter. I just don't think when push comes to shove that I'll have 3 mana every turn to dedicate to making him indestructible. Okay, we'll work with this. We got a Chorister. Alright. Chorister is no good. We have a Concordia Pegasus. Furious Rise. Okay, it's pretty strong. Tide Skimmer plus the Pegasus might be good if he doesn't have that reach. If he does have the reach, I can get one card in with Feet of Resistance, but that doesn't seem good. His Burl Fist does seem good. +3/+3. So I should be able to attack with the Chorister next turn as well. Unless he plays something big. Oh, this is probably the turn that he just uses the Hunter's Instinct to put a counter on the Pteranodon and kill the Tide Skimmer. That's going to be a very bad turn for me if that happens. Like, probably game over turn. So I'm hoping this stall means that he's considering things and doesn't have that in hand. If he doesn't do it this turn, then I can play the Watchdog and keep up Feet of Resistance mana for a little while. But if he does do it, then I have basically nothing except this Chorister to try and punch back with. He'll be able to swing for 8 a turn. He did have it. He was just taking forever to decide that that was a really good play. Alright. No blocks. Alright, so I've got Basri's Acolyte. That's okay. Alright, well, he had perfect draws. I didn't think he was going to have a shock as well off of that land. Okay. Definitely don't want the Spark Hunter with the amount of removal he seems to be running then. Wall of Runes doesn't seem good. I think this is kind of where we're supposed to be regardless. Yeah, I'm not going to change the deck. I've just got to play a little bit more slowly and keep that Feat of Resistance up if possible, if I have it in my hand. This looks good. Not. I think going first against him is going to be quite helpful. His deck takes a few turns to ramp up, it seems like. See if he shocks this Containment Priest. I don't want that, but worse things could happen. Alright. At least it's not a roaming Ghostlight. I just want to play Baron. We're just gonna play him. That way I can maintain a semblance of a curve here. I'm not going to Basri's here. So I should have waited on the Baron. That was poor decision on my part. Yeah, you got it. just gonna go for the roaming ghostlight to bounce his stuff. We do have feet of resistance as an option now. So what happens if I attack? Probably just takes it. Suspicious of 4 mana like this. We'll bounce this Truffle Snout. This is probably instant speed removal. Yeah. Alright. You got it. So I could secure the scene on the Gnarled Sage, which I think I'm going to do, because I want another creature before I Basri's Acolyte, and the Sage is going to be troublesome for all of my flyers. I've got a few. Again, I could have saved this to block. My opponent's going to have more aggression than I do, so I don't want to take damage, but I also don't want to get into combat with his creatures. Alright, well, I guess we are on the Basri's Acolyte plan with Feet of Resistance backup. We'll play defensively. If he looks to burn the Acolyte, that's going to work well for us. Probably looking at like Leafkin Avenger now. It's a lot of mana. Maybe he'll do that Primal Might plus and fight. It'd be pretty dangerous right now. Alright, we got a Sabertooth Mauler. It does not attack. Cool. We got a Roaming Ghostlight. We don't have the mana to play that with Feet of Resistance up. So we're gonna double Acolyte and offer a trade? I think this is right. Yeah, I'm fine killing his Mauler. Mauler's a dangerous card. I'm not going to use the Feet of Resistance here. Had he gone for the 1 and 3, then I could have Feet of Resistance for saving the creature. Yeah. Yeah, sure. This is worth it. Rock Green. He still gets his counter, but he can't attack this turn. Alright, and he's pretty much out of stuff. So we're gonna bounce his Truffle Snout, because it's got the extra value on it. We will attack, because he can't trade now. And we got a lot of life. If he doesn't have some spot removal for this Ghostlight, then we'll be doing okay. We've got a Dreadmaw. That's significant. However, I believe that's the fine. He's gonna gain life. Yeah. So if he has a combat trick... Okay, I assume he doesn't have a combat trick, otherwise he would have used it just then. That is a sweet, glorious anthem. Glorious Anthem is pretty amazing in the right deck. Oh, that's troublesome. How many creatures can he eat? 3 of mine, 1 of his for now. Gains life every time he does. Doesn't have reach, right? Yeah, okay. Two, 6, 7. No point in playing my land out yet. So I got a lot of life gain. Which means it's going to be very difficult for him to race the roaming Ghostlight, despite what he's got going on here. I hope he doesn't top deck a Volcanic Geyser. Nice. I mean, any piece of spot removal is actually kind of game over for me, unfortunately. It looks like a Volcanic Geyser. Furious Rise. It's a good card. Alright. It's tough. Alright, he gets the forest. I get to plains. We'll play the plains. Two more turns. He's just eating up my graveyard. He's worried I'm going to cast stuff from it. I believe I have 0 recursion, so that's fine. Plays his forest. And he has a combat trick. Or he's holding on to something to discard. Magmuts, okay. Another plains. Well, the good news is, even if something happens to the Ghostlight, Chorister is on, I believe, double activation mana now, so it's really a an 8/8. This is the turn. He's either going to kill the Ghostlight or lose. Or exile something from Furious Rise and then kill the Ghostlight. He does get one more card draw for free, but it's going to have to be instant speed removal, which a number actually exists, quite a few. I believe Scorching Dragonfire, Soul Seer, Turn to Slag. An uncomfortable number. It's a forest. Alright. We got there. Very close, but flyers are a problem. We wouldn't have been dead if he had removal, because we do have a few options for getting back in the air. It doesn't say. Well, we've won 2, so if we can get to the 3rd, we'll win the big 3,000 gem prize. But if we don't, I'm okay with how this deck's done so far. I would have liked to play more games with it. I think I definitely like playing best of 1 7 matches, or seven games over this. But I really should get in the habit of practicing sideboarding. That's fair. Sideboarding is an important part of Magic. Alright, this is keepable, but not good. The opponent has nothing. The Chorister can do some work, but these two are probably not going to do anything. Especially not if he drops down the Arsonist, Goblin Arsonist with the Daybreak Charger. It just shuts that down completely. Oh, okay. That's cool. We're going to get in for 3. I mean, Riddle Form is really good against this deck, because every piece of shock, like every shock he has is just going to hurt us a lot. Oh, you think that a Sky Scanner will save you? I have nothing better to do than to play a short sword. And I'm actually going to prioritize my life here. I want to get the life gain because Riddle Form's danger is in pressing the attack. It's really hard to block. It's a 3/3 flyer, so if he plays a spell, he gets damage in, and I can't do much about it. So, okay, Teferi's Tutelage. Is he gonna mill me? Is this a mill deck? He's gotten to round 3, I guess. This is gonna be interesting. I guess he's gonna go to combat. This is a greedy colors if he's playing this red. I guess if he's drawing a lot, that's okay. He can just draw into all his lands. Well, are you swinging with your Riddle Form? I wonder if he has Opt. If I get a land, I'm going to go Short Sword onto the Charger and swing with that and play the Alpine Watchdog. I am worried about Opt here. Yes. I feel like I'll be okay if I can get some lands. If I can't, then I don't think this is gonna work. Maybe he had to go AFK. Something has come up. How would I sideboard against a mill deck? I guess I'll have to see what he's doing against aggressive creatures. He's got to have like a lot of creature bounce. Maybe he's got a lot of removal, and that's what the red's over here for. Alright, he does nothing. I didn't get my land. I want this Watchdog out. We'll see if he opts. No, he's not AFK. I think that means he does have an opt. Oh, nope. Let's go, dog. Oh, all my lands. He's got another tutelage. Okay. There's more lands. That's regrettable. I just need one. We did it. I don't have my blue at all, but we have sufficient things to go to combat. That's nice. I think he chump blocks here and leaves this. Okay. I will happily take Aquarian Dryad. I've got 16 cards left. If he draws 4 more cards, I lose. He can double block, and I think I would if I were him. Or he can trade there. Let's damage through. Wasn't expecting that trade, but okay. I'll have to play something else, or else I'll be able to just move the short sword over to the charger. Or I could just get a land and Gale Sweep in. Got a land. Alright, let's see if he's got a counter spell. No counter spell. I have to assume he's got some sort of bounce. Maybe he shocks the Daybreak Charger. Ah, okay. I think that's it. Because he gets his block in. Mills me. Yeah, alright. I don't have any artifact removal. So what I need to do is lower my curve as best I can. Oh, or maybe I just put in a bunch of cards. Like, I've never really gone that route with anti-mill. But if I just add all of my cards in, it's a pretty good deck anyways. Alright, so I added 12 cards, so I should add about 4... We'll try this. Make it a little harder for him to mill me. Means my deck's gonna be kind of garbage, but we'll see what we can do. I wonder if he just sideboards completely differently after after doing a mill deck 1, people mess up their deck trying to take care of mill, and then he just goes into an aggro strategy. Could be amusing. Sanctum, huh? Maybe it is a shrine. Oh, that's weird. A shrines deck mixed with mill. Well, I kept the mill in, so here we go. Not my Owens. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. One more, I can get the Acolytes going. One more after that, I can go Roaming Ghostlight. Although I need an island. I think this Megalodon was the wrong idea. Shouldn't have done that. Mm-hmm. Can't do anything if I'm stuck on mana. Ranger's Guile. Huh. I don't like that. Sure could use a Glorious Anthem. Or an island, I'll take that. Alright, so... let's see, we're gonna put this on the Charger and Containment Priest. We'll attack like that, just in case he gets any ideas about double blocking these two to the Containment Priest. I mean, it's still a good block, but I'll get a damage in for it. I'm fine getting rid of the Protege. He's done a lot of damage already. Okay. Alright, I wonder if this Glorious Anthem is going to resolve. I wonder if I should probably just do this first. Let's see if this resolves. So the Concordia Pegasus doesn't get anything from this counter this turn, but Glorious Anthem next turn will make mine outclass its Pegasus. Oh shoot, I messed up. That was really dumb of me. He's got his Chorister mana open. That might be the whole game. It might just be done. Okay, no Chorister this round, so this could be quite good. We'll try. Okay, I guess he's gonna try and kill me next turn. So he can activate... okay, cool. This is what I needed. He can activate the Sanctum, but since I can bounce his Chorister, I can swing in. He needs... okay. We got one. Let's take out this Megalodon. I think that was a poor choice. Yeah, I could do this. Close games. Well, that's what draft's good for, is building some decks that you can't cobble together in sealed because you just can't get enough of the same card. I don't know how many Teferi's tutelages he's got in there, but... Alright. No. As tempted as I am. Are we gonna go one game against this deck without... without being short on mana? Alright, Containment Priest is good. I might go Query and Dryad turn 2. I might be able to get it with a Containment Priest. Alright, he is stuck on mana. I don't know what I'll discard to play this Spark Hunter. Probably the Tome. Yeah. Goodbye, Tome Anima. Alright, well, if he, oh, he's gonna draw cards. Very nice. If he doesn't have a land drop here, and I do get a land drop, I don't know if there's gonna be any recovery for it. I mean, it's already pretty bad. Alright, yep. Well, we didn't get our land, but this is pretty good. Ouch. Yeah, there's just not going to be time for him to do the mill plan. He can't afford to play it to Fairy's Tutelage. Alright, bit of a non-game for game 3. But mana issues come and go for both players. That's too bad. His deck was really good. I don't think I want to try it. I'm not much of a mill player, even when you can make it work in draft. At least not with the tutelage. Alright, well, that was the draft. I'll be doing a bunch more of these in the next few weeks. I can expect to see another one go up next week, probably around Wednesday again, and we'll be back on Friday with a new deck. See you then.